And that's what I love about this and Taz, because they'll bring shit to me and I'd be like, yo, that's just a good idea. And I'll do it. Shit I would never think about.
Yeah.
So, Jeffrey Nasty Man Epstein.
Mr. Epstein.
Yes. You know what it is. Rum and Coke Radio each and every Tuesday right here with myself, the short one. We got Dizzy D.
Hey.
There it is. We got Miss Holiday.
Yo.
That was the melodic sounds of our new resident DJ.
Ooh.
I think, yeah. New resident DJ. Ray
Yeah.
Diamonds.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
So, first
Girl
off.
power.
Yes,
I didn't
girl
even have
power.
the
You know.
cameras on.
Oh, shit. Well, hi to the rest of the cameras. I was just talking anyways. Well, first I want to say hello to these guys before we jump into anything. It is National Radio Day.
Is it?
Today it is.
Wow.
And I know I make fun of most of those, like National Cupcake Day, National Ass Eating Day, things of that nature. But I wanted to take the time for National Radio Day because, it is what we do. And I want to, I clown you guys a lot in front of everybody, so I feel like I should give you your roses in front of everybody.
What?
Yes. So I'd like to, in front of the world, thank Miss Holiday and Dizzy D for being my co-host for almost a year. They lasted for almost a whole year. Brought y'all in, and I can only say since y'all came through, the show has done a lot.
It's the 40th episode.
Yeah,
That's
man.
filmed.
And
That's filmed.
And there's days like I don't want to show up, and I show up and I see you guys and fucking make me feel better, and
Yeah.
it's all good. And we go out
True.
chill. Shout out to Charles Bar, shout out to Floetic, Jay Swig, Jurowski, Quiet Storm, anybody who's been here. Shout out to all you guys. You guys
All of
make
our
me
guests.
wanna-
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
all the guests, everybody, y'all make me gotta get out of my bed and come and do this shit even when I don't want to. So
That's
thank you
facts.
all, and
Straight up.
yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
And that's pretty dope.
It's it is
I
what
feel
it
the
is.
That's
same
really dope,
way.
man.
It is what it is. I mean,
I
gotta-
definitely
gotta
feel
be
the
nice
same
sometimes.
way. There's been moments where, I've been like, hey, maybe I want to change scenery, go to Toronto, been here for
Bitch,
2
you ain't
years
leaving.
now. Hey. And you guys are literally like the one thing that's holding me down here. So I'm just like, man, I can't leave the show. Like,
Right.
I honestly look forward to, like, I've arranged my work schedule around Tuesdays.
Yo, same here. Like, there's certain jobs
You know,
I'll get. I'm like,
like,
yeah, I can't. Tuesdays,
No,
nah.
Tuesdays is
Nah,
like
nah.
off.
It's a little dusty in here, guys.
And now we got a brand new resident DJ in the
Yes,
cut.
let's do a little quick 1-2 with her. Ray. All right. Oh, she wants, the moment of silence. She's about to kill it. Okay. Get her together.
Hello.
Yes. So,
It's her
I mean,
new-
I actually know her, so y'all ask the questions because I don't know what to ask.
Well, I mean, there's nothing really to ask. You're here. How do you feel about it? What's good? You're going to be with us for a while, eh?
I'm hype. I like this little bond that's going on with you guys. I'm excited to be in it as well.
That's what's popping.
Yeah.
A little family, but thank you for having me. I'm really excited.
Most down.
Girl, like you said, girl power. Need another girl in this bitch, so
Oh,
it's
I
good.
I know a question. Where do you usually play at? Because I know I see you with your little flyers here and there doing a little 1-2. So where can people catch you other than here?
Right now I've been chilling, but I was playing for a bunch of hookah spots, so you might catch
Hey.
me at some new ones. There's some new ones that have been opening around the city, so just follow my Instagram,
And you're always rocking with the Soul Good crew, too.
Yeah, so you can catch me at Cabana sometimes. Honestly, I'm just kind of like a freelance DJ. If that's a thing, that's what I do.
Is that
It's
what
kind
most
of like
DJs do?
I think that is.
yeah.
Being a DJ.
I guess. Yeah, I guess.
But it's awesome to have some fresh new blood in the cut, some new tunes. Your vibes are very Bay Area orientated, and I really love the Bay sound.
Yes. We
So
like
you
to
kill
shake
it.
dreads here.
Yes, we shake dreads in this bitch.
In this
Yeah, and she's been playing a lot of Chris Breezy, so you
Yeah.
already know.
Yo, Ray, next set, can we get all Beyonce? Yeah, shut
No.
this down. Shut it down.
Straight.
What?
You don't like Beyonce
Yo.
We just became best friends.
All right,
yes.
bump that.
either? All right, let's
Okay,
keep it moving.
let's rewind. All
Let's
right.
keep it moving.
So originally, why I wanted to start off the show with giving y'all roses, because last week Dizzy's like, yo, we got to talk about this thing. I'm like, bruh, don't worry about it. Like, I didn't think we need to. Then I had a conversation with an older fellow, and the shit he was saying, I'm like, all right, you know what? Fucking DZ was right. And that's what I love about Diz and Taz, because they'll bring shit to me, and I'd be like, yo, that's just a good idea, and I'll do it. Shit I would never think about.
Yeah.
So, Jeffrey Nasty Man Epstein.
Mr. Epstein.
All right, so you want to get like a full little
I mean, run down it a little bit.
Okay, Epstein was a financial advisor guy, had money, whatever. That was his front. What he really liked to do was throw parties with little girls. So he originally got caught and actually was charged, found guilty in 2008 for having pedophile porn and all that kind of nasty shit.
Yeah.
And because, you know, it's two-tier justice system, this motherfucker got off for 18 months in jail, and he only had to stay in jail for 8 hours a day for 6 of the days.
Wow.
So basically, man was living his life and then go to jail as if it was like fucking Airbnb.
Work, yeah.
So that's like whatever. So then again, he got caught up again because, you know, like R. Kelly is something about these brains. These people don't fucking think straight. Anyways.
May I ask a quick question?
Yeah,
wasn't he part of an organization technically where he was prostituting young women to a whole bunch of different politicians?
Yeah, we'll get to that. We're getting to that.
That's I'll just give you the backstory of people who don't know who he is. But basically, the only reason, not the only reason, but why this became such a big international story is because of what Miss Holiday alluded to. He didn't just throw nasty man parties for just like rich people. That's been happening. He was throwing them for like world leaders, like
princes,
senators, presidents. Like he has pictured with multiple presidents, both sides of the aisle. He's been pictured with Putin. He's been pictured with MBS. That's the leader of Saudi Arabia.
Clintons.
Yeah. So man's had the dirt. That's why this was such a big deal. It wasn't just your normal everyday like, oh, this guy likes little girls. It's like he likes little girls and he has
them doing
like, receipts and like all this shit.
Yeah.
So fast forward to now, he was in jail. First week or so he was in jail. He got beat up. They found him. Then afterwards he tried to kill himself. Then they put him in
on suicide watch. Yep.
Then that's when it gets fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because he was on suicide watch for 6 days. Then they took him off suicide watch. They removed his cellmate from him, put him in a cell with a bunk bed, and then left him. Then they put him in the part of the jail where the guards
have to go around every half hour.
They were supposed to. They weren't. They took naps and they were fudging the records.
And supposedly on the day there was a substitute that was in replacement for somebody else that was supposed to be.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of. Long story short, he, air quotes, killed himself.
Yeah.
The autopsy came out. This medical examiner, this lady is actually somebody really reputable. So like, she came out. They ruled it a suicide, which is okay.
Yep.
You can kill somebody and make it look like a suicide. That's fine.
Yep.
There's like a bunch of like conspiracy theories, but then you think about it, is it really conspiracy? Like I put it this way. I heard something. Oh, if you want more information, way more breakdown stuff, watch the shit the Young Turks put out on it. It's actually kind of crazy, like how deep this goes. But like, so
we'll stick it in our bio.
You'll have it there. But basically, when I was watching the Young Turks, they brought up a great point. It's like it's very plausible that somebody could have easily killed him. Like the people he's been fucking with, like Putin, MBS, the guy who runs Saudi Arabia, like that dude just killed a Washington Times reporter like not that long ago.
That's very true.
Chopped man's up, put him in a case, and dipped out of their embassy in Turkey. Like if these people want to get you, they can get you. However, so I personally say, like, on the record, whatever they said, he killed himself. I personally, I don't know. Like that shit's mad fishy. It sounds like a good fucking season of 24 or some shit. But
I believe he did kill himself. You know, even if there was higher ups that could get him. Man, this guy, there was a lot coming for him. Oh. You know what I mean? And they got like 4,000 pages of like
they already got stuff
documents and stuff. That's game over with him. All the they take all these girls on his special plane. I forgot what they call that plane.
Special plane. He had a fucking private island he would throw parties on. He had a $70 million apartment in Manhattan.
And on the plane,
nasty, man.
You have to have a log of all the people going on it.
Yep.
And so there's a lot of females' names on it that were underage at the time and the whole nine. You know,
and why I brought up like all the conditions for his cell and how he was supposed to be checked every half an hour. He was blah blah.
There's no way that he could have possibly committed suicide within such a short period of time.
No, he could have though. But if he was getting the proper thing, but the way that the way it seems like if he wanted to kill himself, there is no reason to not kill himself.
Yeah.
Like that's what my best guess is. It's like you already know, like he already knows like these people are probably coming after him. He's probably scared, and like pedophiles don't have the best life in jail. This is quite well known. So like they're
what
probably
a little
like
pussy ass bitch.
hey man, if you preying on little girls, you are a pussy ass bitch.
Well,
and
yeah.
like that's like can't hang with the big dogs.
He's just like, oh, I can't deal with this.
And it's crazy because it was his girlfriend at the time, who was like 52, 57, whatever her age is. But she was the one recruiting the little women.
Yeah,
that's
to,
what's
like,
also really.
That's
fucking
why
the whole
also like
story.
even though he's dead, like this investigation hasn't stopped because there was like
She's
a
still
ring
alive,
of
yep.
people. There was like people getting coerced. Like there's a actual like court documents from like this case where it's like the way that like he set up like preying on these girls is like diabolical. Like he would
They'd
send
show
out-
up and he'd be like, take off your shirt.
No,
And they'd be
dude, guys,
like,
that
huh?
would be like
And
6 months
and
after
he'd be like,
meeting
yeah,
them.
yeah. And then he'd be like, yeah, you
It's-
can work. Let's get on. And then they'd like,
It's bad.
they like
yo.
fuck him for a while. It was just about fucking him and making him happy. And then he started inviting them to the private islands, started inviting them to like all these different things. And I believe that island, you know, here's my gripes.
My gripe.
Gripe it.
Here's my gripes. The woman who is now allegedly claiming that all this happened, she's like 35, 37 now. You know what I mean?
She's got to be older than that.
No. She's like 35, 37, somewhere around there.
They got her when she was
They
underage.
got her when she
like-
was underage. But, you know, there was so long in between time from her receiving all that money to do what she was doing,
Oh, sorry. I thought
And
you were
then
talking about
silence.
the girlfriend for a sec.
and then all of a sudden, repaper starts to, you know, they say that she got paid to speak her story.
Well, someone came to her. She said that someone addressed her and was just like, "Hi, are you so and so? Da 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 da. We're from the FBI."
Yeah. And she was like, spoke again. So I don't know. And now she's catching that attention again. So, you know, I don't know.
But there's so many girls, and not even just girls. You know what? Girls. So I've known this one chick, okay, and I don't know, from a very young age, by the time that she was 18, she confessed and confided in me and said that, you know, I've slept with over 72 guys, and the reason why is I have daddy issues. And I'm like, what are your daddy issues? And she's just like, my dad has been abusive, he's, you know what I mean, has played with me, and blah 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 blah, whatever. She told me her story. And so now the attention, because she doesn't have a real relationship with her father, the attention of love that she longs for is that anything. And whether that's a male, you know, and it's sad to say that, but she's just like, that's the way that I feel love, is by, you know, sleeping with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a young woman who maybe is homeless or doesn't have a family or doesn't have a good upbringing, some fucking rich ass man comes in and says, listen, hey, you know, we'll pay you for this, and you think it's one thing, and then it does a complete 360, but you're already locked into it because, okay, where else am I gonna go? You know what I mean? Or sometimes you're put in a position where you think that this is okay because you're so young mind, you don't know anything different, right? You've never been shown a life.
Yeah, like I'll put this for one of the court documents is this girl. She was 14 at the time. She put down the whole entire like way it happened and whatnot. This is how it happened. She was going to a private school that was around the corner from his house, and he could see them. So he sent down his associate, whatever, the recruiter. They went and started talking, and they're like, "Oh, Mr. Epstein wants to be like your father figure. He wants to like help you through." He had already known, but her dad had just passed away like the month before from AIDS. So he comes in like, "Oh, I'll be your daddy figure." Blah blah blah. He actually like told her that he was giving money to AIDS charities. After months of them just hanging out, then it was like, "Oh, now you can give me a massage. Oh, you can take your shirt off while I give you a massage. Oh, just come lay down with me." It's like progressions of shit. And that's what happens. Like that's what I'm saying. It's not like not like sexual assault doesn't mean like, yo, I'm in an alley and I just grab you and fuck you in the butt. Like no, like if there's very like that is one, and that's horrible.
Like mental
Yeah,
and
yeah.
emotional.
Most of these like
abuse.
pedophilia things, like you like even like you said, like if you do something like really shocking to a kid, they probably will tell on you just because like those
Yeah.
oh, this happened. But if you like over time like
Gradually.
introduce shit, the kid's not gonna think anything of it. They're just gonna be like, okay, this is how it is, and then it's like, oh, don't say anything, or else you get me in trouble, and you love me, right? You don't want to get me in trouble, and so they don't.
Yeah.
But this is far entirely too depressing to be talking about on our great radio show. So before we jump back into the mix,
but you know what? We have to talk about some real stuff, and that is real that's happening. And this guy literally got to walk for a bit until
he 100% got to walk. Oh, and the prosecutor who gave him that beautiful light ass sentence, he was the prosecutor supposed to put this man in jail, went behind the victim's back. He's actually got charged and found felony for that. He went behind the victim's back to give Jeffrey Epstein that light ass sentence, and he's on Trump's cabinet now. But as we get out of here, something funny, because I saw a lot of people, because we had those ask us anything questions and shit. I saw a few people asking, why.
By the way, some of your questions.
Some of y'all need to chill the fuck out. like chill the fuck out. But
wow, some of those questions.
But a lot of people were asking.
That was a lot of fun, though.
A lot of people were asking, Miss Holiday, why are you single? I found her husband, and it's just the headline, and we're gonna jump back in the mix, all right?
Oh my God, here we go.
Man shoots 2 cat callers after they harass his girlfriend at a gas station. If that is not Miss Holiday's boyfriend, I don't know what. This is it is Rum and Coke Radio each and every Tuesday right here. Ooh, let me pause that. Let me turn that down. You know what it is, Rum and Coke Radio each and every Tuesday right here with myself, the shortest of the ones. We got Dizzy Day.
Hey.
We got Miss Holiday.
Yo.
And those were the vibrant sounds of Miss Holiday. Very, very bass centric in
vibrant sounds of Miss Holiday.
Oh shit, of Ray. Shit, I've had some things in my system. We drinking. Okay, I know the people have been clamoring. I ended the last segment with what I think is Miss Holiday's new man. So let me, again, for those that missed it, this is the headline. Reoccurring segment. Let's read headlines. Man shoots 2 cat callers after they harass his girlfriend at a gas station.
Wow.
Dun dun dun. Zoom in. All right. So it goes. Texas police are now searching for a male suspect after he shot 2 men for catcalling his girlfriend at a local gas station.
Catcalling as in
hey girl, hey mommy, what's good? Come
According to the New York Post, the unidentified man and his girlfriend were walking into a convenience store in Houston.
Of course.
When men started making comments about the woman's appearance. Yo, she must have had a fat ass though. Their comments caused the 2 men and the suspect to argue, and during the argument, the suspect pulled out his gun and bust 6 shots in their ass. They got taken to the hospital with shots in their legs, and they're in stable condition. So they just got shot in the leg. I am both amused and confused at this situation.
Amused and confused.
I'm amused because, first thing I thought was, Miss Holiday would love a man that would, bust a gat in someone for talking greasy to her. Don't even lie. You're probably blushing right now. You got the vapors thinking about a man that could do that for you.
I honestly hate confrontation so much.
Yeah, so if man's got the blicky with the sticky and this goes,
because I've been put in situations I'm the one who's trying to mediate everything. Okay,
you're that girl.
Yeah,
you're that girl who gets duffed out because she's trying to make 2 niggas stop fighting.
Yeah, that's happened to me.
You need to stop that.
I've been boxed and I've almost been stabbed. So after that, I'm saying
you chilling now. You're not trying to fight.
I'm chilling, but
good.
It's hard for me not to be I'll still be all right, man. If you guys want to fight, I'll be over here. But if that's my dude, I'm actually riding for you and we're fucking fighting it out together. I don't know what else. So I can't have a man who doesn't know how to act the same way that he would expect me not to be some ratchet ass bitch in the club who's
Hey Dizzy, who fights the most in clubs?
Females.
No, I mean she's used a specific frame or term. Ratchet assholes.
Oh, ratchet assholes. They fight in clubs.
No, but okay, I'll go to the confused part.
I said females ratchet.
Yes.
Yeah. There's ratchet ass men that like to fight in clubs too.
They all hoes. All of them ratchet assholes.
Motherfucker.
Okay. Anyways, but I was confused because I'm fairly woke now, but I hit the snooze a few times, so I have been accused of catcalling a woman or 2. Or 50.
And someone's knocked you out?
No. Can I finish my fucking point?
Well, when you said catch a snooze, I'm just trying to clarify. What does that mean?
She missed that whole joke. Yeah, I said I'm woke now, but before I used to press. Yo.
We just smoked, man.
No, we did not.
Yeah,
no, we did not.
I'm high.
No, we did not. Anyways.
We've been drinking.
See what I gotta deal with? The world, anyways. I was on a roll too.
You know what?
Okay, I'll finish now. Wait.
Yeah, just go.
I said woke. Oh, so yeah, but like to get to the point where now you're arguing with her man and he has time to pull out his gun and shoot you. Like if you're hollering at a girl walking with a dude, you could probably safe to assume it's either her friend or her man or like her family. So if you're like hollering at, that's what I'm saying. But so now you're gonna like make it worse. Like what is this? Like
some guys just don't know how to handle themselves when it comes to their ladies and shit.
That's
you know
what I mean. That's why I was confused because like I would just be like, oh shit, all right, bro, like you right, my bad, and I would have just like gone and got a slushie. Why do I need to argue with you for?
Some men got
First
fucking
of all,
pride issues,
you
bro.
said it's Houston, right?
Like, it's anywhere. That shit, I've seen that shit happen here. That's worldwide, universal. Men and testosterone are stupid.
Exactly. When one guy says something and then you're like, oh, you want to disrespect me like that? It's like, bro, you were anyway.
Yeah, now I don't care. Like I don't really care.
Man, has that ever happened to you?
I'm like,
has that ever happened to you where you've been like somewhere and like you tried to say what up to like an old friend or something, and then that old friend's boyfriend got really cross with you?
Man, you know how
the last time I fought in
me?
the club before I fought in Calgary. The last time I fought at like People Club, that's exactly what happened. I went to go say bye to one of my friends, and then I guess she knew this other guy, whatever. But man, this was just like mugging me, and I had a lot more vinegar in my system back then. So I'm like, yo, what's good? And then I went to go square up, and then his buddy came, snuck me from behind, and my man, shout out to Fluidic, shout out to Quiet Storm. They handled business for me when I was out, and
crazy.
I woke up to like one of our other friends, like she was like picking me up, and then she like once I like woke up, I see her like going to fight too, and I'm like, nope, nah, because if one of these fuckboys thump you down, then we have to kill somebody. So like I'm not trying to go to jail. I just got knocked out. Like it was a sneak. It was 100% a sneak, but like it still hurt my soul. I was embarrassed. I was blushing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's happened. It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
I was like 21, 22.
I would finish at a club. I think I said this before, but I finished at a club. We went to an after party, some reggae party, dance hall party.
Oh, the rum was flowing.
Yeah, and so this girl was like, Dizzy! It was her birthday, I believe. And she ran up and jumped on me to give me a big hug. Wrapped her legs
that's
around
her. I hate you bitches that do that. You're getting me jammed up because you don't know how to act.
I did tell you this one.
Yeah, wrap your legs around you.
And then I was like, what up, said bye. I went to go to the bar. As soon as I got to the bar, I looked back and this dude is just grilling me hard. I'm like, I don't understand. I'm talking to my boy like, I don't know. I think this dude wants something. Kept it chill. She comes up to me later on that night like, yo, my boyfriend's tripping. I'm like, why? Because I hugged you that way. I'm like, does he know you've known me for like 13 years? He's like, he don't care. He's really mad.
No, why did she hug you like that? Keep your legs on the fucking ground. What's wrong with you?
Man.
That makes me, I'm heated. I'm about to fight somebody.
So homeboy was extra vexed with me. I ended up going outside to have a smoke. He came outside to have a smoke. And he was like he actually went to smoke some tree. And he was smoking like as far as here is to that tree. And just kept staring at me the whole time.
Wow.
I was like, all right, I'm dipping. I ain't gonna stick around to see what might happen with this dude. I didn't even care to be there in the first place. But yeah, man, sometimes that shit can catch you when you least expect it. It's over some man's pride and pride issues.
It's usually alcohol and testosterone. That like, hey man, but we're allowed to drink. Hey.
Like my girl don't wrap her legs around me when she see me like this. Nigga, because you're rude, nigga. You're fucked up, nigga.
So still miss Street Fight over there. What has your experiences been like?
Have you ever had that shit happen to you?
I mean, honestly, like, I like to keep my shit cool personally when it comes to club situations and stuff like that. But like
after in the back alley, that's when you shank them.
Girls, girls all the time. Like I usually roll with the niggas. Like that's what it is. You know what I mean? So like a lot of the time I'll be at the house party or I'll come to the party or whatever. I sit down, I roll up my blunt, and every single bitch in there gets mad and they're wondering who is she? And all the guys are hugging up on me. They're all like, yo, what's up? Da da da. They don't know that like whether you're here or not, like I'm still gonna be here.
Do you? And I wouldn't blame you if you did. You put a little extra zest on your hugs when you see bitches hating.
Oh,
yeah.
You
get that extra hand motion on the back.
Like, yo, my nigga, let me just rub your back one time.
I laugh.
Let me maybe kick up my foot one quick.
Oh, trust me, I'm extra. And
You ever
then
jump
girls
in,
start
wrap your
getting-
feet around somebody?
No, that's
See?
too much.
See?
That's extra.
That's too much. I can't do that. Even
That's
when
too
guys see me,
much.
even when guys see me and they pick me up, I'm in immediate anxiety.
That's
I'm
weird.
like,
I don't like picking up
down.
girls. I mean, I'm shorter than most of them, so it's kind of weird. Like,
Nigga,
so when I
if
pick
you
them
picked
up,
up any female,
Yeah, like, I picked them up.
Just pictures
It's
of
not-
both of you falling over.
it's more than-
double down.
it's more
game
like a-
over, like
it's more like a lean. It's not really a pickup. I just like
Yeah,
lean,
timber
just to like
fall,
lean
like-
their feet off the ground, and then I put them back down real quick.
that's
It's
like
great.
suicide fucking for the both of you
Or
guys.
I just like pick them up like really low, like under their butt, and then just stand up like a
like a
thing,
simple-
and then just
like
let them go because like yo, the short one like I ain't short where it counts, but
I
like,
do have
yeah.
I do
You're
have
so
one
stupid.
story actually. I was in the club and this dude came up and full blown.
Sorry.
He's sweating.
Oh, damn.
This
Hey,
dude
like-
full blown.
This
hot in here, fuck.
He like came up behind me and like grabbed my hips and put his dick like
Oh, whoa, yo,
in between my ass cheeks. Okay,
Yo.
like I was wearing
Wow.
a dress.
yo, like that
And he
iguana
came
meme.
up, like he literally just grabbed me and put himself on me. So I fucking got mad and
Yo,
I
you
turned
slapped
around
him?
and no, like I just pushed him. I'm like, excuse me, like I'm not no fucking fresh piece of meat that you can just come and
Place your meat in between.
Hey,
No.
she ain't a fresh piece of meat. She's the whole meal, knuckle.
And so this girl came up to me and fucking grabbed me and put her.
Oh,
she choked me.
Wow.
Oh, this
Yeah.
bitch. Yo, bitches
She
be
came
wildin'.
and choked me. So then I I don't know, I got into her face, I guess, and I was
Well, she's
just
choking
like,
you. You would be in
guess?
the
No,
face.
like, I
You
went-
guess?
yeah,
I love
like-
how she like oh I don't know how she ended up with my arms around her neck. Like I don't know. Like I guess I was choking her out. Shit if
No,
I know
man,
my
I
arms
just-
I was
you
having
know,
a seizure and
I
it was just
just-
fuck you bitch. Like I don't know. I have Tourette's. Fucking kill you, die bitch. Like shit. I don't know.
nah, like I hit her hand away and I got in her face and I was like, excuse me, have some fucking respect as a woman. If a man grabs you, like, you know what I mean? And so like I was barking at her, but she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like that's my boy. I just seen you pushing him. I'm like, nah, okay, if that's your boy, then you need to fucking stop rolling with
Yeah,
dogs and
do
treat
it, yeah.
and keep them on a leash and teach them
Real
how to
shit.
act.
Ooh,
like,
talking that
shit.
spicy shit.
no, keep them
Real
on a fucking
shit.
leash. I don't like that. If there's anything I hate the most, like I don't care. There's that one thing where they're like, oh, girls, you ask for it when you're in the club looking all sexy in your tight dresses and stuff. No, just because I look good does not mean that you can put your hands on me as I walk by. You get me?
Oh, yeah.
On a side note, I really want to
Oh,
talk about
oh.
what we were doing on Saturday.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah,
you
we-
know
We
what?
didn't
You know
fucking
what?
talk
That's
about
true.
that.
You know what? We had you know what? Fuck my plans. Fuck my transition.
You weren't even there.
I was not there, but I was there in spirit. And then I was actually vexed that I didn't come, but that's the story for off mic. But yo,
The
how
African-
how the fuck was that? Fuck. Actually, you know what? Y'all talk. I was in there. I don't get
The African
to talk.
giant
Is he actually tall?
showed up. Yeah, he's a
He
tall
is
man.
tall.
How tall?
He's taller than me for sure.
Yeah.
No, you ain't tall. You just normal.
Anyways, so the African giant Burna Boy showed up to
Burna.
Vancouver. That was such a blazing show. Shout out the Afomad group. Shout out Vogue Theater
Shout
for
out
throwing up
Saya.
the parties. Shout out Sai for putting in all that work to make
Yeah,
sure
man.
everybody was taken
Yeah.
care of. Miss Holiday, she was involved, and
Miss Holiday snaps
let's
were lit.
just say Miss Holiday after the show, it was so good that Miss Holiday decided to go on her Instagram and decide to do a 7-spread Instagram story of her in tears.
No, that was the next
thanking-
day, wasn't it?
It was
That
next
was
day.
the
Oh,
next
okay.
day.
Because there was a whole bunch of shit. I'm just like, skip. And then I was like, oh shit, she's crying. Fuck. Back. And then I was like, I went to that one part. She's like, yo, it's about to get real extreme and emotional. And I'm like, shit. But then I'm like, you know what? I gotta watch this just in case she says something funny. I can make fun of her on the show. See, full circle. National Radio Day. I love my crew.
Man, it was good, man. You felt really good. The show went off.
Yeah.
That show
Burna's
was
sick.
It was like so.
Shout out to all the openers too. One
I
of those
had the-
openers will be here for our last call. I'll say that in a little
Woo.
bit.
Hey.
Don't tell them our secret.
Yeah, I'll
Don't
tell you
tell 'em,
guys
don't
later
tell 'em.
on tonight.
Don't
Later
tell
on
'em.
the show, I'll let you know what's going on.
But yeah, no, I had the pleasure to do artist hospitality.
Oh, look
our
at
girl,
you. Look at you.
Our girl Saya hooked it up. She asked me, what do you want to do, Tash? And I said, I would really like to be behind the scenes. And
Get
like,
fucked
it
up.
was fucking crazy from the beginning. I showed up at the airport had our driver. It was like a Mercedes van.
Hey,
we had the little
big man
iPad that
things.
said like Burna with my name on it.
I saw that.
Too.
That was cute.
You know, and they came and it was so sick. Like it's like what you see on TV. You know, and like everybody's just like rushing. And then as soon as we got into the thing, they're like asking me all these questions as if I knew them, but I didn't know
you ain't from
nothing.
here.
I was like straight up winging everything, you know?
Did you lie to them?
I didn't lie. It's just like you have to be good at being able to swerve a question until I was like, oh, I just gotta check the email, and I didn't have no motherfucking.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
You know,
maneuvering.
and so from me picking them up to getting them food to making sure that they had weed.
Wait,
making
time out. Where'd you get the food from?
So I got the food from. They wanted jerk chicken and oxtail.
So where'd you get the food from?
Jamaican pizza jerk. Someone told me to go to there. It's called Jamaican Pizza Jerk. It's on Commercial, and it actually was not bad.
All right.
It wasn't bad. The Jamaican patties were way better than I've ever had.
No lie.
Yeah, straight
But
up.
where is it?
On Commercial.
And what?
Nigga, I'm
Yeah, what
saying-
time's it open? We're gonna go there.
We'll
today.
get back to that. Continue.
Anyways.
Sorry.
I want
Yeah, and so from them being at the hotel, making sure that they get to sound check, you know, making sure that the dressing room is all set up, literally just anything that they need.
Were
And
you
the whole
driving
time-
or did you have a driver?
we were taking care of their transportation. So I wasn't driving. There was a driver.
Yeah, no, that's all. You probably killed him.
But it was a good time for you.
Man, like it was such an amazing experience, and especially because they're just like, yo, Natasha, your hospitality, like you're an angel, you're the shit. Like out of anywhere that we've been in Canada so far, like you're the best, like host. And just to kind of like feel the importance, like even when security was like, no, we're not letting nobody in, you have to ask her. So just like kind of controlling what's going on and just being a part of like, and then to be able to sit back and watch the fucking show was like, holy, we were right up front. We got to watch like backstage, the band, their energy was just so inspiring. They were dancing, like even when Burna was dancing too, you know, like it's just such.
He's definitely the African giant.
Everybody was saying, you know, the stress that you go through, is it worth it? It wasn't even stressful because the end result of something is just like the fact that you can contribute to something like that and see such an amazing result was like such a liberating feeling. And the only reason why I was crying on my Instagram was because I was so happy about that moment, especially after having Brittany here and her talking about rum and coke and okay, hey shorty, those are some nice shorts, girl.
Yeah,
I see
nah,
that
I
ass.
can't even put
God
the camera
damn.
on.
Look at this
Let's
nigga
not
over here. Look at
This
Oh,
guy's
look
like
at him. He's
chasing.
talking.
Yo,
He's talking. He's like,
yo.
yo, hurry up. I'm about to go catch this.
Yo, they can see us, nigga. Chill.
That's so
Yo,
weird.
continue.
Sorry.
Never a dull moment. Rum and coke. You're
You know, even just after having Brittany here last week and just all of the things, the inspirational things that she said about the show.
straight up.
You know, I've just really felt that
Big
like
things
this
coming
is,
soon.
yeah, man, that like this
That's
is my
real.
place. I'm feeling like blessed, and I got emotional because I picked up my phone to call my dad, and that was the like. It was so weird. It was a weird moment because it was like an unconscious action of me, like, you know?
Yeah.
And so I don't care what anybody says. We all sit here and put on this persona of, you know, what life should be and what it should look like. But like at the end of the day, people really only support you when they feel you, when they can relate to something that you're going through. And that was the most. I'm not saying I did it for attention in any kind of a way. I just really wanted to, because I was going to make a video in the first place talking about my experience, and then I started crying like a little bitch.
little bitch, little punk ass bitch.
You know? So, and I was like, you know what? If there's anything, I want people to see the real me. And that goes back to being really appreciative to you guys, because coming to Rum and Coke has really given me my voice to be able to feel comfortable with myself, to be able to explain. So like, I really am so grateful. And that's why I got emotional. And I was like, you know what? You guys really need to feel me on this, because this is like some real shit, and it doesn't get any realer than that. So
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Britt came
That's
here
lit.
last week, and you know, she lit a fire under asses for real.
Pause.
Rummy Coke.